everybody, and welcome to Midweek Motivation. This week's quote is, "You can still be a good person with a kind heart and still say no," by Tracy Malone. With the holidays coming up, I know that things get crazy and you feel like you've got 550,000 people to buy Christmas presents for. You have 17,000 different holiday parties to go to. You've got Friendsgiving, you've got Thanksgiving, you've got maybe a church Christmas program and they're having a potluck finger food thing going on. Or you've got your kids' Christmas parties, with their friends, or you've got school Christmas parties, or that work Christmas party. And then your husband's got a work Christmas party, or your wife has a work Christmas party. And you've got all these different things going on. And you feel like you're going crazy. I know, I've been there. And with the economy the way it is, money's tight. I understand money is tight for everybody. And you almost feel like you're going to be a failure. But I learned something a long time ago. It's okay to say no. It is. It's all right to say no. And how this quote came about, or how this idea came about for this week's Midweek Motivation, was on my Facebook page. I have had so many friends and family who have posted this. They've shared this post that says, public service announcement, Christmas is not mandatory. If you need to pay your bills, or you need to put food on your table, or you need to take care of your kid and your household, it is okay to say no. And I'm sitting here right now telling you it is okay to tell somebody no. For example, this week at my work, they have posted the Secret Santa list and the ornament exchange list, and they're like, "Oh, okay, are you going to sign up? Are you going to sign up? Are you going to sign up?" And I just told them no. And they're like, "What? You always do it." No. I said, I've got some more important things in my life right now that I've got to take care of. For one, I'm pregnant. Number two, gas is $3 a gallon. Groceries have gone up virtually 50% just this year. I've got 2 Thanksgivings and 2 Christmases with my families. They are priority. Josh and I exchange gifts with each other. That is a priority. There are things in my life that are more of a priority than buying a Secret Santa gift for somebody at work that I may or may not work with. We may not work the same shifts. So no, I'm prioritizing my household and my family over a few things. Now, like Josh and I, we have a set budget for each other. We have had the same set budget for a few years now. We exchange gifts with each other because guess what? For 8 years, we've been the only ones in our family. Next year, it's going to be a little different. But this year, it's still just me and him opening gifts under the Christmas tree. His mama's gone. So I'm going to make sure that my father-in-law has a good Christmas. My mama and my daddy are still around. I'm going to make sure that they get something from us. Okay? And y'all might be going, okay. And I'm still going to help cook Christmas and Thanksgiving dinner for 2 family gatherings. Because guess what? I love to cook. And a lot of my family loves when I cook. Because that's a priority to me. That feeding people is one of my love languages. That and sarcasm. If you're hungry, honey, I got something for you. Oh, you need a smart aleck remark? Oh, yeah, I'll give you that too. But prioritizing our own households is not letting people down. It's prioritizing the people who are the most important to us. And that's a powerful thing to know. back before Josh and I got married, I had actually switched jobs, and I'd started my new job the first week of November, and I hadn't worked a full week, so I had a really short paycheck. And I love cooking. I do. I love cooking. And money was tight. And I went to Barb, and this was before Josh and I were married. And I said, Barb, I really don't have the money to help pay for Thanksgiving dinner or make a dish or something like that. I said, would it be okay if instead of bringing something, if I helped you clean your house and got ready for Thanksgiving? And let me tell you something. She absolutely loved that. Absolutely loved it and appreciated it. I went Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, and she and I cleaned the entire house top to bottom. I mean, I was scrubbing toilets. I was scrubbing the kitchen sink, and we were getting things together, getting everything prepped and ready to go. And sometimes the most precious thing that you can give somebody is your time. I mean, my mother-in-law, she loved it. She loved the fact that somebody was willing to pitch in their time, their energy, and help. I prioritized my family. I mean, Josh and I were dating, but I prioritized that family connection, even though I couldn't monetarily, financially support it. So sometimes even prioritizing a connection like that, just with your hands and your time, is important. I know my mom and my dad, they want for nothing. Okay, my mama and my daddy, they would rather us come and just drink coffee or tea with them and play board games and listen to dad tell the same stories for the 5th time this year. But you know what? That's part of being a family. I mean, I'm probably going to, buy a little something for him this year. But even if I didn't and I just went and spent time with them, that would be important to them. So if you're looking at your situation, whatever it may be, whether it's, a financial situation where you are just strapped and you're not sure how you're going to swing buying all these gifts for, I'm going to call them acquaintances that don't really matter to a hill of beans, like my work gift exchange. It's okay to politely say no. You can still be a good person with a very kind heart and just still say no. Don't feel guilty for using that very strong 2-letter word of no. It's a very powerful thing to know how to say, no, thank you. Or just no. You don't need any other explanation than that. Just no. You don't have to go into a long tangent. You can just say no and go on. So I'm going to say this quote again. You can still be a good person with a kind heart and still say no, by Tracy Malone. Keep that in mind when you have to really pay attention and, maybe set some boundaries this holiday season or even going on into the next year. It's okay to say no. It's okay. I've said it. I would rather tell somebody no than to make a promise and fall through on that promise. I would rather prioritize my household and them know that they have my support than to let them feel like I'm failing them. Because we still need electricity. We still want to eat. We still want gas in our cars. We still want our cell phones. I mean, that's our only phones, okay? We still enjoy having internet service. It's okay to tell somebody no. It's okay. I know it may seem hard, but let me tell you something. Telling somebody no the first time is the hardest no you're going to say. Alrighty? It gets a little easier to set your boundaries and stick to those boundaries once you've set them. Okay? So, one more time. You can still be a good person with a kind heart and still say no, by Tracy Malone. Alrighty, guys, you are beautiful or handsome just the way you are, my little keto cuties. You are. I care for you guys. And this isn't just a keto and low carb channel. This is a life channel, in my opinion. Because sometimes saying no is one of the hardest life lessons that we got to learn. Okay? In my neck of the woods, we talk about having, I got way too many irons in the fire. Or I'm burning the candle at both ends and something's got to give. Okay? Setting priorities. And I hope that you all know that I care enough for you guys that to share that it's okay to set boundaries. I have to. We all have to. And you're not alone when you feel awkward telling somebody no. It's okay. It is okay. And if that person truly does love you and truly does understand, then they're not going to push. They're not going to push for an explanation. You're not alone. Okay? You're not alone when you have to set priorities, set boundaries, and say no to somebody. Be kind to others and their boundaries, and be kind to yourself, and don't stretch yourself too thin. Because nobody wants to be stressed out over the holidays. And I'm talking from Thanksgiving all the way through to January as the holidays. Okay? Nobody wants to be stressing out. And nobody wants to put everything on a credit card. And then come January, your credit card bill's like $5,000. And you're like, how in the world did this happen? It's okay. It's all right to set boundaries and be like, no, that's just not in the budget. Okay? It's all right. It's okay to say no. And one last thing, guys. Love ya!